should van life be a secret society? Don't talk about it. Keep it to yourselves. Well, let's talk about this. Yeah. What I want you to do is leave a comment. Even if it's, hi, Lee. Just don't be rude about it. But hi, Lee, or give me a heart, okay? I want you to subscribe, and I want you to watch it all the way through because this is a good one. I'm out here in the forest. Let's have a chit-chat in the forest about secret societies, van life. Let's go. Good morning. Guten Morgen. I've lived in Germany before. Guten Morgen. I remember a few things, okay? Okay, today I'm going to talk about something. I'm going to read you a letter. She says, I know van lifers make videos to make money, but I think van life should be a secret life. A secret society, basically. Share info about van life mouth to mouth only. They are making more and more laws and rules against van life. No parking overnight, no sleeping in vehicles, on and on. They are learning from us what we do, where we go, how to live stealth, where we shower, etc. I'm not full-time, but I live the life a few months out of the year. I stopped doing van life videos a while ago when I realized this. Because we travel, eat out often, and see different scenery, there is other content we can create without ratting on ourselves. Times are getting harder and harder out here. Let's not make it easy on them to take our freedoms. Yeah. And I replied, there have always been ordinances against this, sleeping in your van, in various cities. Of course people will create videos, mouth to mouth. Why? This is not a secret society. And then, oh, it's Zen Wombs, that's the name. She said, well, it should be. It should be a secret society. The more videos everybody makes, the more we are learning. They are learning from us. We teach the system how we live. Silence is golden. Wow. Okay, so I really want to talk about this, and I'm not going to make this too long. As you can see, I'm out here. I'm out in the wild, yes, and I love it. Okay. Now, a secret society. Well, you know, I thought of what if Jesus and the apostles, and they knew that there was going to be persecution down the road, so they made it a secret society. No, 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 no. Van life videos help people. Okay, I'm just going to say that. We had Bob Wells way back. I mean, I've been watching Bob Wells from basically the beginning. He saw that there was a need. There are women, especially senior women, being shoved out and could not afford living in their homes anymore or paying rent. He saw this happening. They were being pushed out. So he created videos. Look how many people he has helped. Let me go back to Bob Wells one more time because I thought of this way back, and some of you are going to remember this. This was years ago. Okay, so I'm going to mention this. Bob Wells, way back, years ago, did a video about Ehrenberg, BLM land. At that time, there was no limit. You could stay 12 months out of the year if you wanted to. Well, he did videos on that to be helpful. Well, he got backlash on that. Oh my gosh. And I remember him doing a video on it where he just got, people were just reaming him because he told the secret and too many people were coming. And then what happened is eventually the Bureau of Land Management put a time limit on it. Okay, so yeah, there's that. And he was trying to help people. It's going to happen, folks. It's going to happen. There are too many people being helped. So Zen womb, no. This isn't really what is making all this happen. I did a video a year and a half ago about new changes coming for BLM land, Bureau of Land Management, public lands. So this obviously was from the previous administration. What they were doing in the guise of climate restoration, right? And what it was, climate credits. They made policy, and the one who wrote it up was John Podesta. Wrote it up that it was a huge, and this was in the news, so this is truth, okay? We need to be telling the truth on what's going on. That what they were doing is they made it possible for corporations to buy certificates, okay? And that would be like climate credits, and they could buy certificates for parts of BLM public lands around the United States. There you go. I mean, it's happening now. People are saying, well, they're closing BLM. Yeah, some of it they are. We knew it was coming way back. Yeah, through policy, okay? Now, I know I really got reamed on my last video. Not bad, but yeah, people were, I had a couple of people to, don't listen to this old lady. Hey. Yeah, well, we're all going to be there someday, aren't we? Yeah, that's not, that's setting up your own karma when you say things like that to other women, because you're also going to be here too. Yeah. Well, it's just, it's crazy what is being passed around right now. So we are only allowed to talk about van life through word of mouth. Come on. There are people all over the United States, young, old, not just senior women anymore. We're talking about young people, males, females, older women, especially men who just have had it. They cannot afford things anymore. And so what they're doing is moving into their vehicles because that's what they have. So what I try to do is teach people how to do it effectively without living in squalor and misery inside your vehicle. And there's so many people I've seen them, they're trying to pack everything they can into their vehicle. And then they have this little space in their driver's seat while they're looking around at things piled up this high. You can't live that way. And it's going to make you grumpy and it's going to make you miserable. So if you look below and look at all my videos, I show people how to do it comfortably. I mean, why not? Who wants to just live in like a hoarder's den, with too much stuff? Yeah. So it's possible to do. It's possible to do it stealthy. Now, I will mention that I'm better known as Minivan Lee. I'm Lee Thomas. I've been living in my minivan, for over 8 years. I've got it down pat. I wrote the book, How to Live in a Minivan, the Minivan Lee Way. I tell you how to do it, but I tell you how to do it stealthy because, I mean, seriously, yeah, you don't want to be driving around I've seen that this one was the worst. It was a Class C. And literally the walls were falling off. They had straps that were holding them on. Can you really have something like that? That's dangerous on the road. What if it literally just fell and created a big pile up? You can't have things like that. So I hope that I'm teaching people how to do it properly and do it in a stealthy manner. Now, I will mention also, I am a second generation van lifer. My parents when they were probably, I think they were in their early 60s. They sold their home and they bought this huge fifth wheel, big Suburban. They did it in style. Oh yeah. I mean, they were hanging out in Quartzsite before Bob Wells' name was even uttered on the internet. So I'm second generation van lifer. I love it. I'm doing it in a minivan. So, you know, I'm a little bit more stealthy. I can park in certain places that like a Class A RV couldn't do. A Class A is one of those big buses. Yeah. Yeah, takes a lot of gas now to do that. But yeah, I mean, this is not a secret society. We're out here to help people. You know, and Bob Wells did make it mainstream. And I respect him for that. I'm not associated with Bob Wells at all. I've only spoken maybe 2 sentences to him way back in, I think 2019 at an RTR. He was standing there and I asked him, I go, well, is it okay to be here? Because they had started, I thought they were starting and the RTR thing. But they weren't yet. They were getting some things organized. And I was told, oh, please, with a bunch of us, oh, please stand over there. So I kind of stood there and I looked at it. I saw him, my first time seeing him, and I said, oh, I go, is it okay to like just stand right here or should we leave? And he goes, no, it's okay to stand here. Those are the words we spoke. That was it. A lot of people say, well, you got started because he did your van tour. No, my YouTube channel has been totally on my own. I mean, yeah. I mean, I know that had he done a van tour, I probably would be further along because, you know, then it really gets it out there. But no, I did this on my own. And, but I do respect the man, okay? And he did a lot for us. He's the one that got me wanting to do it. And when I saw videos about the minivan, oh my gosh, I said, that's what I want. Oh, I want a minivan because I'm small and I could actually do that. It would be like a little clubhouse in there. I knew I did not want to build out. I didn't want anything like that. And I'm living the dream now, 8.5 years later, okay? But should we keep it under wraps? That's not what is fueling all of this, okay? It is the way the economy has been, okay? It is because there are the largest at the very top corporations buying up all single family home dwellings, okay? And making it impossible for people, especially senior women who are just living on Social Security because they spent most of their life taking care of babies and weren't working, and their work history is staggered. It's not, you know, set up well. And so either through divorce or whatever happened, they're not really getting good Social Security. Okay, so, and they can't afford it. That's what's pushing van life out there. Now, are they coming down on van lifers? Maybe they are. But I do know who's responsible for it. Making those policies to be selling off public lands. Okay? So, yeah, a lot of people are putting blame here and blame there. And some of you have made comments on my channel. I'm not a political channel, okay? I'm not going to go, oh, I'm not this side, or I'm this side. I'm not that. You know, no, I'm not going to take sides. This is real world stuff. Okay? I'm not a ditzy blonde, as some people imply. I do my research. I'm second generation van life, and I'm here to tell you the truth of what's going on, no matter whether I'm helping this side or this side. I'm about telling you truth. So any of you who want to say, oh, some stupid old lady female telling us what's what, no, I do my research, okay? And so I like to bring it to you, and I like to do it in a positive manner. No more of this fear-mongering bullcrap, okay? This is what's happening. If it's true, then it's true. I'm not going to fearmonger and stretch it and exaggerate it. I'm not going to do that. Are nomads being arrested, as some of these people are saying, for living in their vans? No. It might happen every once in a while, but it's probably because maybe they had drugs in their car or they were drinking in there. And I don't know, there's all kinds of scenarios that might lead it to hands behind your back. And then all of a sudden you've got handcuffs on, right? No. The police, as a rule, are very helpful. They will help you find where you can go. Resources if you're not supposed to park there, or if they're telling you not to park there, but really it's okay to park there, but because they've got the badge, there's not much. If you're going to keep arguing with them, you're going to have your hands behind your back. That's going to happen. So our people, our van lifers, as a rule, just doing van life, the normal van life people just doing it, are they being arrested? No, they're not. And that is fear mongering. And I'll stick with it. I don't care what you say on comments. I'll stick with that. I know van dwellers all across the country. I've been doing this a long time. I've been doing this channel for 6 years. I've got friends all across the country, all over. And no, people are confirming, my friends, family, and commenters and viewers are confirming that isn't happening. It's selling videos. It's keeping people sharing something like that because it's sensational. So yeah, there you go. I wanted to mention that. Thank you, Zen Womb, for this idea, because it's not, well, the first word that comes to my mind is absurd. It's absurd. But I can understand why you might want this to be kept a secret. But seriously, silence is not golden. No, we have to let people know what the truth is. And it is a viable lifestyle for anybody who wants to do it and is going to do it in a manner that is lawful and clean, not making a ruckus, not starting a fight, or somebody who has to do it and we're going to teach them how they can do it, but they can do it in a manner, and that's what I'm trying to do. Don't pick fights. Don't try to push your weight around. Just live your life in your vehicle, and be clean about it. Yeah, be clean, and don't start encampments where you're not supposed to be. Don't go into a city street and start putting out tarps and grills and chairs, because that's what's going to cause all of this ruckus that's been going on. Okay, so I ask that you subscribe and give me a thumbs up, and the book, How to Live in a Minivan, the Minivan Leeway, if you want to do it. I love you guys. Yes, I'm out here having fun, so I'll let you know a little bit more what's going on, but I wanted to get this out. Okay, I love you guys. Mwah. Bye now.